Guys, the set you see on screen is Destin Rivals. It's going to be the next English booster box set after Journey Together. It's coming out May 30th. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what I'm planning to do to get Destin Rivals at MSRP and for you to have the best chance to get it at MSRP. But before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping is going to take 30 seconds. And then at the end of the video, I'm actually going to talk about where I think Destin Rivals is going to be in terms of booster boxes for you guys more curious about the investing side, because I think this set is going to be amazing. So first things first, Hobbiesville has a lot of boxes of Paldea Evolved, Twilight Masquerade, and Obsidian Flames in stock right now, 77, 47, and 35. This kind of proves that there may have been a reprint for a lot of these sets, or gives credence to the fact that Hobbiesville is trying to move some of their Paldea Evolved and Twilight and Obsidian Flames just because they normally only had a couple boxes. They were trickling them out on the market. You can now buy a lot now. They haven't brought the price down at all, so don't expect these reprints to bring the price down on anything. I really think that maybe unless Pokemon Center restocks or something like that, it's going to be difficult to find any of these boxes near MSRP or below. Next thing, if you guys are in the States, keep an eye out for these Prismatic Evolution Super Premium collections to drop soon on Walmart. And if you guys aren't in the US, whether you're in Canada or other parts of the world, just make sure you keep track of your guys' stickers as well. For example, today, Walmart.ca 151 booster bundles dropped. Obviously not the super premium collection, but an amazing deal. I managed to get 12 more of those. They had a max limit of 4. So again, it just proves you guys really need to have a notification system. I always recommend Poke Notify, link in description if you want to get it. And moving into how to get Destin Rivals at MSRP, you guys are going to have to use the Pokemon Center. I think this is probably the most obvious solution for a lot of us. They are probably going to put limits. For example, when we saw Journey Together, they did put a purchase limit of 1 on the booster boxes eventually. Same thing with the ETBs and stuff like that. So I think moving forward, obviously Prismatic Evolutions didn't have the smallest limits. I think you could have bought 6 booster bundles or something like that when they initially came out. Same thing with the ETBs. You could have got a sealed case if you were very quick to the draw. But point being, I think moving forward with Destin Rivals, once it releases on the Pokemon Center, it's going to be a purchase limit of 1. And again, we don't know when it's going to drop. We kind of have a broad idea depending on what happens. But I would always recommend, putting your trackers on your notification service. Again, if you don't have one, link in the description, or you can use a free one. But I think that this is going to be the best way for a lot of you guys to get a booster box, to get a booster bundle, a PCTB. And again, I think the PCTBs are going to be fire. We still do not know all the cards that are going to be in the set. We did get a lot of releases over the past 24 hours. Shaman, Yanma. We found out a couple more special illustration rares. The Ethan's Adventure, that's going to be a trainer SIR. Arvin's Mabostiff. And then we also got Yanmega EX. And then we got another IR card or two, Misty's Lapras. So again, I think this set's going to be amazing. We'll talk about that a little bit in this video. But if you aren't going to use Pokemon Center, try and look for other stores that are going to sell the products at MSRP. For example, if you guys are in Canada on March 15th, so Saturday, I believe, Saturday night. I don't know if it's going to be the nighttime or the morning. They did Wave 2 in the evening, but Hobbiesville, if you are in Canada, Wave 3 is going to be the Saturday. They put a purchase limit on booster boxes, the ETBs, and the sleep boosters, but you will have a chance to get some Destin Rivals this weekend on Hobbiesville. If you guys are in the States, other parts of the world, again, make sure you check on other stores. There's going to be tons of places putting it up at MSRP. And again, just remember that a lot of these stores selling at MSRP aren't your friend. A lot of them are just doing it for publicity, have good feedback. No one wants to be canceled, obviously. So a lot of stores are going to put out first wave at MSRP. And again, that's great. That's awesome. But just, see it for what it is. It's these people trying to be smart business. Maybe a couple stores genuinely want everyone to get it at MSRP. I personally think a lot of these stores just understand that if they don't do at least a first initial wave of pre-orders at MSRP, a lot of people are going to hate on them. So again, don't be enamored by these stores for doing that. They're still making great money, but use your resources. I recommend Hobbiesville. Obviously, the Pokemon Center is going to be huge, especially if you guys want to get a PCTB. And again, moving now into the investment part of this video, because I really think that Destin Rivals is going to be the best booster box set of SV era so far. We did know some of the cards already that were going to be in this. We knew that we were going to be getting, where are the SIRs here? We knew we were going to have Cynthia's Garchomp EX. We knew we were going to have Ethan's Ho. I think both of these cards are going to be over $100 and maybe even higher, right? An SIR Ho, Again, Garchomp not as popular, but a very cool artwork with Cynthia. Outside this, we have a ton of solid illustration rare cards. For example, if we go back here, Misty's Lapras is going to be obviously not a super crazy one, I don't think, but it probably could be somewhere between $30 and $50. Again, it's Misty. The artwork, it's difficult because we don't have a very high quality image of it yet. But the artwork looks a little basic. I still think just because it's Lapras and it's Misty, it's going to have some value. The Misty and Psyduck, I probably actually prefer this artwork, even though this one still isn't my favorite. And again, we're going to have to wait till we see a high quality image of this one. But I think both of these cards could be in that $30 to $50 range and be legit IR cards. Same thing with this Rapidash. I think this could be a $20 to $40 card depending on where the market is. Ethan's Typhlosion. This could be a card that surprised a lot of people, right? I would not be surprised if this is a $10 card or a $100 card. Like, it could be anywhere in that range. Again, a lot's going to depend on pull rates for the set. But Typhlosion is a fan favorite Pokemon. Maybe not as popular as some of the Gen 1s, but still a very cool artwork, very cool Pokemon. I think that one's going to be worth a decent amount of money. Cynthia's Roserade, again, it's got Cynthia in it. Pretty cool looking artwork. This could be a $20, $30 card. So a lot of these are just going to add value to the set, but I do think the big ones are probably going to be the Typhlosion IR card, maybe a couple of the Misties, and then when you look at the SIRs, Ethan's Ho, Cynthia's Garchomp, those are going to be big. And we got Ethan's Adventure today, and again, this will be an SIR card, but it is a trainer, so who knows how well it's going to do. You have Slugma in there, you have Quilava, and you have Pichu, and I think those are all like really cutesy looking, kind of semi-popular Pokemon. Again, I don't think this is going to be crazy expensive, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is like a $40, $50 SIR card. So again, that's like what, 8, 9, 10 cards potentially that could be over $50. When we look at something like Surging Sparks, sure, you have 4 cards over $100, and then you have 6, 7 cards over $50. So we're already kind of, almost on par, I'd say. Maybe, and again, this is going to be the big question for if Destin Rivals can be better than Surging Sparks. What is the top hit going to look like, right? Because the Pikachu EX is holding at $450, $455. We're going to need something big from Glory of Team Rocket, and we do know that we're getting a Rocket's Mewtwo EX. So I've said this in a video before, it would not surprise me if the Rocket's Mewtwo EX SIR card, if it is an SIR, which I imagine it will be, is $450, $500 and one of the most expensive cards in the era. It will not surprise me. Again, like, they're setting everything up for it just to be a very expensive card. We don't know what it's going to look like yet. I imagine some of these cards are going to start getting leaked, though, in the next couple weeks. And depending on what it looks like, guys, we could be in for a doozy. So I would recommend getting pre-orders in for the set. Again, Pokemon Center, Hobbiesville this weekend if you're in Canada. If you guys aren't able to get it on either of these sites, just look at other sites in your area. A lot of stores are putting up waves at MSRP. You normally have to sign up for their email list or notification list through their text or whatever. And again, just understand a lot of these stores are doing this, one, not to get canceled, and two, just because the value of them building up a massive email list for thousands of people to fight over a couple boxes on their website is just genuinely so valuable for them. It's worth it to just sell at MSRP instead of market value. So just remember that, man. Don't be a sucker, and see things for what it is. Anyways, guys, I wish you the best of luck in your pre-orders. Again, make sure to get a notification service, whichever one it is. You guys know I recommend PokeNotify, but it's going to be pretty difficult for a lot of people if you don't have any type of understanding when things are going to drop or knowing right away when they drop. It's going to be very difficult for you to get some product. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.